Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be getting into it with you guys. Being a YouTuber is rough, okay? It's too much stuff. I'm just in the mood to rant a little bit, to talk about it. It's a lot of things that piss me off, just a little bit too much. I've been on YouTube for a very long period of time. I started my first YouTube channel in 2012, got rid of it. However, I have done a multiple of other channels, and I will say this has been the first one that I have persistently posted on. We are on 2 years and some months of doing this YouTube channel. I'm actually proud of myself. Even though I'm not monetized, I have made money from YouTube. I did have a brand collab. Yeah, I've been really happy about that. But I do want to talk about the struggles and the issues of being a small YouTuber specifically, because I don't know nothing about being no big one, okay? Got my notebook that I can refer to real quick. So firstly, my watch hours keep falling off the bone. My watch hours keep falling off. And I hate that for me because I am trying to get my Google AdSense. Shoot, I'm just trying to get my little memberships. It would be one thing if YouTube was like, collectively speaking, we will help you just be like, okay, get all of these watch hours, 2 years. If you said 2 years, no problem. Your girl would have been there. But you said 1 year, 365 days. People need to watch my stuff. 4,000 watch hours. Babe. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have 1K subscribers, so that probably still wouldn't have helped me. But it would have been something. I've been fighting for my life. I have really been fighting in real talk because my numbers been going up and down, up and down. I am stuck between like 2,500 and 2,600 and something, and I have been there for a good couple months. I'm literally just watching and watch out, just fall off the bone. And it's bothering me because I am so close. I'm like 1,500 some watch hours away from the 4,000, and it's grinding my gears. It's pissing me off. It's quite unfair to me, I must say. This is the thing. This is another issue. Thumbnails. I really don't know because I feel like, I'm not gonna say all of my thumbnails are the best. I'll give you that. But I do feel like I create decent ones to a degree. I don't know if it's my topics. I don't know if it's the way I look, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes, I don't want to talk about people, but there are some people that are very popular on YouTube that are boring as hell. They're just very pretty people, very attractive people, and they get the clicks. They get the engagement and stuff. And I'm like, how is that? Because I'm not saying all my content is good. I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. But I've created a variety of decent videos over the course of this YouTube channel. And sometimes I really just be like, your girl should potentially have a little bit more, a little bit sway in the algo, but the rhythm not rhythming. I really don't get it. It's really just got me quite baffled. So, next thing, trying to get subscribers, but people unsubscribing. I'm not gonna get too mad at this. And the only reason why I say I'm not gonna get too mad at this is because if somebody is not my core audience, it's okay if you fall off the bone. It's okay if you fall off the cliff into oblivion and you go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Don't hurt yourself on the way out. But I appreciate you if my stuff does not resonate with you, if you don't feel like you're gonna watch a variety of the videos consistently. I peep game and I get it. But it do be hurting my feelings a little bit. Where this is why I don't celebrate, because for example, on my Instagram, I will post when I reach an 100 milestone. One of the reasons I don't celebrate is like when I do reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna wait till I get a certain amount, like 1,010, before I start talking about it. And I say that specifically because sometimes you will think, oh, I reached this milestone, and here come 4 people unsubscribing. And now you sitting there looking stupid at 999. Listen, I understand if people don't want to vibe with me consistently, but I just hope the YouTube algorithm pushes me and places me where I need to be so I can be in front of the right people that's going to vibe with me, mess with me, and want to stay with me long term where they're messing with the content. Now, I do have to say this is a character flaw on my part because I don't have a niche. I really don't. I do not want to have one, and I feel like that's what really hinders my channel growth. But I am multifaceted. Variety, if you will. And I do not want to talk about one specific thing. I want to review different stuff. I want to do reactions to movies. If you never seen my movie reactions, you should, because they're not like everybody else's. Your girl deep dives. I do the summaries, the commentary, everything. It's like you're rewatching a whole other completely different experience of the movie that you watched when you were a child. Anyways, check out my A Goofy Movie reaction, my Snow White reaction. Feel free to do so because those are good. Love and Basketball. Go ahead and watch them. I'll leave a link down below. But anyways, I create so much content over here. So I get if people don't want to stick around for everything. But if there are some things you mess with, I greatly appreciate for you to stick around. Because it's hard. It is very much hard growing subscribers, specifically because I do not do YouTube Shorts on this channel. I do have a YouTube Shorts channel. I keep them separate for a reason. I did a video about my experience of mixing YouTube Shorts and long form. Babe, 2 different viewers. So I just keep mine just long form. And growing with the only long form channel is very difficult if you are a variety content creator, in my personal opinion. There's also the factor of figuring out a video to post that won't just get you 10 freaking views. I don't understand it. I will try my hardest to create interesting topic, interesting video, but a lot of times, does it land? What do you think? Because it just really gets me. Truthfully, honestly. And I think the thing that pisses me off the most is if it's a video I've been working really hard on. Those really be making me kind of upset. I try to work on not feeling entitled. I think that's something we all should work on as content creators a lot of times, because we will have these moments where we will feel entitled to views, entitled to subscribers, entitled to watch hours. This is where I have to evaluate myself, where I'm like, is my content really contenting? Is the thumbnail really given? What is it? And sometimes I want to go and think it's a race thing, but that's neither here nor there. You really do have to evaluate what could the issue be. Could it just be timing? Because sometimes it is the time in which you post a video, or the competition of how many people have videos out there like that. Did you fill out the description box with the right keywords? You know, tags. I don't even know if tags and hashtags work. It's just a lot to just look at across the board. This is why you really have to like creating content for you. You really do, because if you don't, you will get into a lot of situations where you feel like quitting, where you want to give up, where you just want to throw in a towel. So you have to like content creation. You really do, if you want to keep it going, because the views will hurt your feelings. The lack of views will hurt your feelings. Putting your all hours into something, only getting 2 digits, 1 digit even sometimes, it will hurt your feelings, truthfully. Okay, now I want to talk about popularity bias and the hoping that people will give your videos a chance even though you have under 1K subscribers, or even though you have a low amount of views on a video. And some people will say that there is not popularity bias, but there definitely is, you know, because I even notice it when I watch content myself, depending if it's a video that I really want to see, or, you know, there's some specific information that I can clearly see in the title would potentially be in a video. A lot of times, if you don't have over 100 views, over 500 views on a video, people will not click on said video. They will think,
oh, since this video does not have that many views, then this must not be of quality.
This must not be interesting.
This must not be worth a watch.
It goes the same with the subscriber count.
This person does not have 1,000 subscribers, 5,000, 10K.
Maybe I won't give their channel a watch.
It's just, you don't really realize it till you start creating content and you start looking at the way you pick and choose videos. I think that's one of the reasons why I started kind of watching smaller creators a lot of times, even if their views are low, because sometimes you do find some hidden gems. You do find some people that are out there that are smaller creators and have even better content than the popular ones through the well-known ones. I don't know. I just think it's something that should definitely be talked about a bit more. Posting videos back to back and they not even reaching 100 views, 50 views. Again, you really have to be resilient. You have to keep going. You have to keep moving, keep trekking and hoping, even though your views are low. It's definitely an unfortunate thought process. I feel like if you get through the hurdle of doing it for a period of time, it doesn't bother you as much. But when you've been doing it for a year, it can be hard. I will say recently in May, and I'm gonna probably come out with that video sometime next month, I had this period where I really wanted to quit YouTube, to be honest. You will have moments like that where you're really doubting yourself and thinking, should I keep this up? I'm really creating, putting my effort in, editing, doing all this work, and the views not viewing. That's really a very strong struggle for me. I probably wouldn't care about the subscribers as much if I knew my views would be a bit better. There is also the struggle of throwing ideas at the wall, not having any idea what you're doing. You're just experimenting, creating different things, and, seeing what you like, what you don't like, what sticks, what don't stick. I remember I was on Threads a couple weeks ago. I forgot what I had posted, but this guy was saying how he was kind of annoyed because he had to create content for search, which is another thing. You have to be willing to create content for search to get consistent views, basically, because you doing your random videos or videos that you think could pop off may not always go the way you planned, and those videos may not do as well as the search-based ones. He was sharing how it was really annoying to him because he'll want to be creative a lot of times, tap into the more experimental side, but it's like when he does and he invests all his time into it, the results do not show. The energy is not reciprocated the same as the search content. I completely agree with him because some of the creative videos I did were search based, but I did it in a way where it could show my creativity. But then there are other videos that I did or series that I did where I was being creative and they did not even break 100 views. Now, some people have shared with me in my community that they really enjoyed them and would like me to do more of them, but those are definitely things where it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this for me, for y'all, if y'all like it, but I'll try not to put too much weight on expecting more. And that's how you really have to think a lot of times, where you have to evaluate from a perspective of, let me not put weight on this or put pressure on this. Like, this is gonna be the video that blows up. Because I know for me, there have been many a times where I would just create a toss-away, throwaway video, and those would be videos that did well. And it's just so interesting the way, I guess, the algorithm works or how people engage with content. There's also the factor of having so many ideas and you kind of obsessing over which idea would be the best one to do next because you're so concerned about virality or taking off. It can be mind-boggling, overwhelming, and quite defeating when you think you have a video that's going to be successful and it is not a success. Very much the self-doubt comes into play heavily. I know for me, another issue that I have is sometimes I do wonder if YouTube is pushing my video to the right audience. Sometimes I wonder how YouTube even picks the audience. What is it that made you recommend me to this person? Because I will go into my analytics and I'll look at my impressions. I'll see that YouTube pushed a video to like 3K people, but I only have 30-something views. And I'm sitting here like, well, what made them not look at my video? And then it's also the factor of what other videos are out there to compare to. You know what I mean? Because there's so many creators out there. I don't know if another video was way more interesting in mine. That's what people clicked on. Maybe I need to learn how to make my personality carry across on a thumbnail or something. Because sometimes The thumbnail is really what makes or break you. And it could be most of the time, to be honest. That and the title. And I feel like I have an issue with how I title things. I know I've used ChatGPT before. I'm trying not to use AI really anymore unless like I absolutely have to. I have experimented with titles. You just really never know what works or what could work for you. It really is just experimentation all the time when it comes to YouTube until you find something that consistently works. And even then, sometimes what consistently works, you might have to switch up because things can change in the future. So the other thing is that I don't necessarily want to say I have an aesthetically pleasing home, if that makes sense. And when I say aesthetically pleasing, I mean like when I watch some of the more popular girlies, I can see that they have marble, white, pure white, not cream, no tan, no beige. It's very much clean girl aesthetic, if you will. My home is very lived in aesthetic. I don't even know how else to explain it, but it's like a normal home. Some people say they like the normal home aesthetic, but you look at the views of things or the content, and it's kind of just like, maybe people like these types of content because it's what they aspire to be and it's a goal for them, which is why it's so popular, because people would like to be there. Versus the normal content where it's some people want to watch people that are similar to them and then some people don't. It just really depends. And I'm always conflicted about how my background should look. Should I move to a different location? I need to start switching locations every now and then, or just doing a different location in my videos. I don't know if it really impacts anything, but I know for me, when I rewatch my content, maybe it like reboots my brain a little bit where I'm like, okay, this is a different background. The vibe is a little different, you know what I mean? Let me know in the comments down below what y'all feel about the aesthetics of the background in which you record. Do you think it impacts anything for the way people engage with your YouTube channel? If you are a YouTuber, let me know. Or just a content creator in general on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I guess. Let me know what y'all thoughts are about the content creation aspect, how you're feeling about your journey, what have been your struggles lately. I look forward to the day when I get 1K views on a video. It don't even gotta be anything too extensive. 1K views consistently, 1K plus. Let's not hinder ourselves. If I could get 20K views, that would be real nice. And I'm so close to 1K subscribers, and I am going to celebrate with you guys. I'm debating if I want to do a Q&A because I've never did a Q&A before. I feel like people don't really care. I really feel like people don't really care to know me like that necessarily, except for like sometimes when I do live streams, the vibes be vibing, but I don't know if people would want to ask questions about content creation doing YouTube or any personal Q&A questions. But yeah, let me know if I should do a Q&A when I hit 1K or if I should just wait to do that. I hope you guys are doing well. Also, let me know if you are not a YouTuber or a content creator. Let me know how you feel. How do you engage with content when it comes to, watching YouTube? Do you look for the aesthetics in people's content? Is there anything specific that makes you lean towards clicking on a video or consistently engaging with people? Let me know in the comments because it can be very helpful. But yeah, I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Make sure you guys check out my other content creator vlogs where I share a variety of tips that I've learned and my experiences of the ups and downs of doing content creation on YouTube. Check that out. That will be linked in the description box as well as on the screen. But I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Stay blessed, stay positive. Bye.